Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob. Welcome back to Media Awareness. Before I continue, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair/scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter should malfunction, as it has in the past, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to this video, you will find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It's easy to contribute. It takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is to both assist me with the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for the purchase of a new scooter. I arrived at these conclusions following a malfunction that disabled the battery charging mechanism and it needed replacement. And for roughly 2 weeks, I needed to be pushed around my own home by family and friends, which severely limited my independence. However, it was that long overdue wake up call that I need a backup plan, and the backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, and my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used at a moment's notice if necessary, when necessary. Additionally, my wheelchair van is inoperative whatsoever. It has been deemed as unrepairable, and therefore I'm saving for a new wheelchair van as well. So any and all help is welcome. And I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, my channel, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Additionally, if you do subscribe, please be sure to click the bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, much like this one. So this is an album review of Wolf Alice, The Clearing, and this is an album and a band that I was made aware of via my friend Lee from overseas, and they are really, really impressive, as this album really showcases. I'm going to go through the track listing. I'm also going to show it here on the screen. I'm not going to go through the entire track listing here like I sometimes do in terms of rambling off track by track. However, I will give you highlights as far as the tracks that kind of impacted me the most as a listener, and ones that really um, made me feel something rather interesting in terms of emotional responses. Um, because I'm one of those people that is affected by lyrics and or musical arrangements, or both in this case. So um, I do want to start out by prefacing this by saying that Ellie, the lead vocalist of Wolf Alice, is spectacular. She is just amazing. Her vocal range is impressive. Her lyrical phrasing is unique and really suitable for the material that is on this particular album. It doesn't sound out of place at all, and there's a lyrical phrasing uh, sort of technique. I'll leave it at that. That she implements on this album, and it really works with her voice and with the lyrics in particular. So the album starts out with Thorns, and it is a good opening track to kind of bring you into the album in a rather um, downbeat, slow method, but the song itself does have intensity to it. Um, First song I ever heard by Wolf Alice, and I did a reaction to this, albeit edited because of copyright, and that was Bloom, Baby Bloom, and it is just a phenomenal song. It really, uh, vocally, reminds me a lot of early Kate Bush. Um, However, that's also combined with other elements of other artists as well. There is no one vocalist that I can say Ellie sounds like. Um, so she's all across the board, but the way that she um, sings Bloom Baby Bloom and the way that she uh, uses different inflections vocally really um, reminds me of Kate Bush in her early years, and even some of her later stuff. I'd say more her early years, due to the drastic um, dynamic of range that Ellie possesses and utilizes on that track specifically. It's a great track. I love that track. The next few tracks are all really good. And uh, we then reach track 6, which is another favorite of mine. Play It Out. I love that song. It's a slower song, um, and the album is mainly very either up tempo or mid tempo. Um, and this particular track is slower though. And I love the way it's structured and the lyrical composition of it and the phrasing. It's just immaculate in my opinion. Track 7, Bread, Butter, Tea, Sugar, is another favorite of mine. Uh, and it it's a nice flow from track 6 to track 7. Um, so I appreciate the song structure on this album, the way that they're laid out. It really works well, and the rest of the album really is fantastic. And of course, the last song, track 11, is the sofa, and it is amazing. But this whole album really has a flair to it that a lot of modern albums don't have. And uh, the flair I want to say comes from the talent of the songwriting, the delivery of the musical aspects, including the lyrics vocally, and the production is superb. It really stands out amongst today's productions, and it really has a lot of dynamic range in terms of the instrumentation. And when things should be high in the mix and low in the mix, they are. There's never any questioning in that regard. And these songs are just songs that will stick with you. And it's impressive. Um, this is an album also to watch out for on the top 20 media awareness countdown scheduled for this New Year's Eve. So please stay tuned for that. Um, and if you're not subscribed, please do. You'll want to see that. And click the bell icon as well when you do subscribe. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload something new. In particular, the New Year's Eve countdown. And the reason I'm really impressed with this, it has such passion and such emotion that is lacking in a lot of albums today, and by a lot of bands today, even established artists. Um, and Wolf Alice has been around for several years now, um, and they have garnered critical acclaim. Uh, But this particular album, The Clearing, is just my first introduction to them, and I'd never heard of them. And that's one of the drawbacks, I would say, one of the many drawbacks from living in the United States of America in 2025, especially. I won't go into any further specifics or details on that. Read between the lines. Um, but it's really an impressive collection of songs, and they are all put together very well. They flow together very well on this album. And it's an album that isn't very long either. So, um, given that it is standard LP length for an album, let's say of even the 1980s, 1970s. It's standard album length, so it doesn't drag on. It doesn't really. Uh, it doesn't make you wander away from what you're listening to. It keeps your attention, and I'm just really enamored with Ellie and her charismatic performance on this album. Vocally, her phrasing of the lyrics, like I said, um, and her range of vocal ability, but also her range in showing how you can emote certain feelings through different manners of phrasing. And it's really brilliant. It's a brilliant album, and it's an album that I highly recommend. It is available in your choice of formats, so wherever you're comfortable purchasing music from, I would urge you all to check out Wolf Alice The Clearing, and um, definitely add this to your music collection. And you can listen to it on Spotify, which is where I heard it. I don't have a physical copy to review in terms of packaging, and I do apologize for that. It is on the Amazon Media Awareness wish list, link below. I have the CD there for practicality purposes. For me, as CDs can be more practical for me to handle as opposed to vinyl. MP3s are really hard to handle as well because they are these invisible um, sound bites and they're hard to hold on to. Uh, I'm joking, of course, but if an album is available in only MP3 format, obviously that's how I end up obtaining some of these. But this one is available on CD, I believe on vinyl, MP3 to stream. So uh, pick your poison and take it with grace and style. The way this album comes off, "The Clearing" by Wolf Alice, and do yourself a favor and listen to it and pick it up today. You won't be sorry. This is Rob with Media Awareness, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.